Hi guys, just a second, I have to start my camera as usual. Okay, I don't know why it's not working, but yeah, it works, nice. Hi, hello, how you doing? So, can you hear me? And is the music in the right volume? I mean, is it too loud or something? Fine, thanks. How about you? Too, yeah. I'm really looking into some vacation because of Christmas, and I would like to hack in that time. I have a lot of things to hack on, and yeah, less time to do so. Okay, how can I make the music? I feel that too. Oh, music seems okay. Meow. Hello, Christmas tree. Yeah, and there is also a cat there. The Christmas tree is on the cat. I don't know how it's called. The cat thing. Basically, we mounted the Christmas tree using duct tape to our cat. Yeah, I will check the word. I don't remember it. Oh, scratching post. And it works. Our cat didn't break it yet, and I hope she didn't. She won't do that. But yeah, I will just start hacking. Zero tape code fix. Yeah. You're right. I don't know why, but my second monitor is not working for some reason, and I will have to check the chat here. So yeah, I love the YouTube main page. It's so nice. David Muchadua, let's Google me and let's check if it has. Okay, it's this live. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, a cat tree. You mean the cat pod, or how was it called? The cat scratching pod. Yeah, I think it was called scratching pod. Nice. I will try to remember that. It's interesting. So guys, today I'm planning to go back to basics. I will try to show you some like beginner stuff about XSSs, how to look for them, and how to approach some application or CTF challenge. So in the live week before, we were solving the challenge at Pound Function, which is basically Pound Function is a researcher. Sorry, I broke something. No, I think it works. So the Pound Function is a researcher. He creates some really. Oh, we can't go to his Twitter. we can go to his YouTube channel. And I'm sorry, I will change the appearance and dark theme. Sorry for the light theme. I don't like that. I think there's a... No, there's not a dark theme there. So, the pawn, he has a lot of... I mean, not a lot of, but he has some nice tutorials or like introductory videos about some vulnerabilities. I really recommend you to take a look at it. It's really, really interesting and well done. I really like his visuals in those videos. So he has he did create some challenges in the last live. On the last live we solved one of them. I think it was Canal, or no, it was World War 3, but we solved it unintended way. The application basically looks like this. You have some MemCode, and if you add parameters here, for example, text, blah blah blah, and second parameter, image, which is the image source. Let's say we want to google.com. There will be meme created, but the meme, like, okay, it says it's creating a meme. It should generate some code here, but the image we provided does not allow, or there's like no image there, so we have to find some image online. Let's say we want a placeholder image. It will do for us. Cancel. We won't be doing coding today, so we can just copy some placeholder image. Where is it? Where is it, guys? Okay, so there is some placeholder image. We can copy the URL to that and place it. No, god damn it, it wasn't copied because I didn't copy it the right way. Oh, yeah, I was looking for some shortcuts. Okay, so it's a Control C. Okay. Yeah. So if you pay careful attention, first it will show us creating meme message, and then it will create a meme, which is basically URL. I mean the CSS style, which you can copy and embed on your page or something. I think what it's for. And we are trying to hack it. We are trying to execute some JavaScript code in it. So it is going to be probably DOM XSS, which is XSS that exists when some user control data it's passed through some sync. Sync is a function that, for example, appends the text or like the parameter provided by user to the DOM tree. And attacker can basically execute code by adding or by creating script tag. When you look at the code, we can like identify things. One thing is the text, or no, but actually it's not a thing because you can only put text here in that function. So it's not a thing, but we have document right here, which is a sync. We'll identify more things there. Again, we have the text function, which just adds text. And we have HTML function, which adds HTML to page or to that div. And the HTML function is a sync because we can add there some script tag or some like image with onload event that will execute. Yeah, I think these are all the syncs. So here's the first sync. Here's the second. I mean the first, second, and that's all. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to find a way. I mean, now we should look for sources, which is places where data we can provide or data we control is used by the application. I mean, we are looking for places where application uses some get parameters from the URL. As you can see, we added two parameters, and those parameters were used and appended here. And these are our sources, which is the text parameter and the image parameter. When you look at the code here, what the two lines means, and what they does is they take the text parameter from the URL, and also they take the image parameter. We can try to identify more sources, but I doubt that there are some other. Yeah, there are no other sources. Only the MemeGen function, make meme template function, and that's all. So we have to find a way or path that will lead us from source to sync. It's like the basic understanding, or it's like the basic way of finding XSSs, DOM XSSs. You have to identify sources and syncs, and you have to find a path to connect them. So we can like try to analyze the code further. As you can see, like it's the main function. It's the code that is executed first. So when we go through that code, we can actually use the debugger, which you can open by clicking by right-clicking on the page and selecting inspect. You will have the DevTools open. You will probably have them open like this. You can change that. You can like pop the window by clicking the three dots here and undock into a separate window. It's like more convenient for me to work with this window undocked. You have a lot of tabs here. First, we have the the elements tab, which is tab that represents the state of DOM, like the state of object on the page. You can like select them and see which element is which. You can see the styles attribute of each element. It's like not important for us. Second page is console, where you can see JavaScript errors and other errors. And also you can execute some JavaScript here. You can pop an alert, for example, on that page. And yeah, you can do that. I use that very often to calculate some things. And the next tab is network. right now we don't see anything there, but when we refresh the page, I mean the reload, we'll see some things that are downloaded by our browser. We can see like the main page, which is this, some Bootstrap, DOM Purify, library, jQuery 3.4.1. Yeah, you can like go through the network tab and identify like version of the libraries that are downloaded. For example, DOM Purify is the version of DOM Purify is 2.0.7. By just looking at the URL, we have the Pooper. It's like a library for Bootstrap. The version is 1.16.0 and some Bootstrap JS. Here's our image that we provided, the image from the image parameter, and some inject JavaScript, which is probably JavaScript provided by our Chrome extensions. I won't go into that, but yeah, it's Chrome extension, which is from Chrome extension, so it's not important for us. Okay, so next tab, which is the most interesting for us, is the sources tab. We can see all the sources. We can view the JavaScript files there. We don't have, like, we have a couple of files loaded from different sites. It's grouped by domain. So we are on the sandbox.poundfunction.com, which is like our main domain. And we load different stuff from other domains, and you can view it there. But we only want to look at our main domain for now, because we are not interested in finding bugs in those existing libraries that were downloaded here on this page, like this. We are not interested in that. But in the sources tab, we can set breakpoints, which means that we can pause the JavaScript execution, and we can analyze what is happening. So we can set the breakpoint by just clicking on the line number. We are in the script tags element, and we can select like the first line that will be executed, and we have to reload the page to see that. Okay, so when you look at the page, you will see the page is paused in Debugger. We are basically the JS engine stopped where we wanted it to stop. We are at this line. On the right side, you can see what you can say. There's a scope, which is the things that that can be accessed from here, I think. Usually don't use that. And like the basic thing is we can we can step to the next line by clicking step over next function call. And as you can see, we stepped to the next line. And actually, you can see the values of each line, of each executed line. We are at the text line. We'll skip further. And as you can see, the line before the text line did get the value. I mean, got the value from the get parameter, the text parameter, from the URL, and the value is in the text, in the text variable. And image is also taken from the URL, and it's what we provided. There is like not a lot of magic here. It's pretty basic, I think, as you can see. And okay, so what we check here is if the text and image are set. If we provide both of them, we will the code will execute in the if. It will execute the DOM write, which is the thing we identified before, and we are interested in that. And okay, let's read the code. It's not that long. So it injects some HTML to the page. You can look at what it does. It takes the image value from our URL, I mean the image variable. It calls some escape function on that, and also it sanitizes the text from the parameter as well. So we can control some stuff here that goes to the DOM, because like there is this thing, and we can check what happens if we add some script, for example, in the text parameter. Okay, it reloaded, and the thing is that if the URL changes, we have to set the breakpoint again, because it only saves on the same URL. So like if we change the parameter, the whole URL is changed. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, I have to reload that. And we are on this line. We'll step to see the text, and the text is what we provided, which is some random text and the script tags, and some and our image, which wasn't changed. And we can like resume the script execution by clicking the resume script execution. Yeah, it's self-explanatory, I think. And we didn't see any JavaScript there. We should see some alert pop-up, but we didn't see that. That's because the text before going to the DOM is sanitized, which means the library that is used will cut the script tags. It will like remove it. The other thing is our escape function. And yeah, we can check what happens if we provide there some script. For example, alert. What will happen? Okay, again, the code we provided wasn't executed. Yeah, we want the sources tab, go there, and no, we want to debug on this line. Actually, we can like reload also when we are in the DevTools by just clicking Ctrl R. Okay, we reloaded the page, And we are on the first line. We go further. Here we have our text that wasn't changed, and our image, which is the URL. And at the end, we have the script tag with alert, and it will go through the escape function. We are interested what it does. We would like to probably change something there, I think. Yeah, okay, we can like, okay, it executed. So as you can see, we are still, we didn't resume the page, the execution, but we can inspect what is on our page here. We can inspect this element, and you can see that the how is it called? Let me check that. This thing. The lower. God damn it. How to translate that? Let me check that. Polish detected. Minority sign. I don't know if I can translate that in such a way. Oh, and I closed our YouTube chat, so let me open that again. God damn it. Pop-up chat, okay. Yeah, the YouTube page is pretty wild. Yeah, but so what we provided here was stripped from our interesting characters, and the HTML parser does not identify what we provided as script tags because there are not this how is called, guys? How is called the sign in English? Like, is there some like nice name for it? The minority sign. Oh yeah, the great and done. Yeah, god damn it, thank you. You are the best. The less than sign was removed, and we can check that. We can check how it's done. And maybe we'll find some bug there. I don't know actually. I try to understand what the code does. Wait a second, guys. So the meme template is called Okay, yeah. The MemeGen function is called onLoad on our image, which means that it has to load. And yeah, okay, so it's this function. It checks if the text and image exists, and it creates a template. And it creates it by, okay, it adds the image variable here to the text. And as you can see, it does not sanitize it in any way in this place. And the text is like put here as well. So the meme template returns here to the template. But the thing is that the template variable that like is created here is added as a text here. Like the template is used to append this template to our MemCode, which is MemCode. What is MemCode, guys? Okay, we'll search for that. Okay, it's the text area. So we cannot do much with that. But I'm thinking how we can hack it in some other way. Again, there's okay, so there's another HTML that is passed to sync, and it uses only the text value. How we can break stuff with that? That's the question. First way we can approach the target is we can check if the function that escapes our image source has some problems. I mean, if we can bypass that, then we'll be able to break something, I think. And also we can check if the DOM Purify, for example, also has some bypasses. And on our live before, we checked that, and yeah, the version of the Purify is vulnerable to some XSSs, and it was pretty easy to execute code on that domain. But today we are more interested in the escape function, which is this function. What it does, I will copy that. Okay, we'll resume the execution. Okay, we have to call it something escape. Okay, let's say it's escape string. I want you to see, guys. If we execute it with some code, for example, blah blah blah, and script, we'll add the alert to it. What it returns is like the same string, but without the less than and greater than signs. So I'm thinking like how we can exploit that. maybe so the thing we don't know is what does the unescape function. It's not commonly used function. By just googling it, we can read that it takes, for example, when you have some encoded characters in the URL, it will unencode, like it will output the like value of the encoding, or it will just unescape that thing. We can check in the perp. So what if we create, for example, image like this? With on alert event. And we will encode that as the HTML. And we'll copy that value. And we will use that here. Again, escape string function. Okay, well, execute that. And it returned us the same thing. I think, yeah, it didn't escape anything. So what we did, or I will check something different. What if, like, there's another way of encoding stuff. For example, let's say we have google.com or something other, and we'll encode that with GT greater than, or LT, which means less than, and here is GT. I will explain it later in detail what it does. Okay, so there is the LT. So we encoded the URL with HTML, and the function didn't strip that. So basically, the less than sign can be encoded as this ampersand LT, less than, and this sign, and the HTML will recognize it as less than sign. So we'll copy that. And we'll set that in the image. In the image attribute. Okay. It didn't do match, I think, or it did. So as you can see, when you look at the text that was generated, you can see that we created text with our script here, but it doesn't matter because it's not executed. Let me think. We should go step by step if the debugging. First, we want to stop in the MemeGen function, and we want to stop on the first line. So we'll reload the page. Okay, so we have our value. Okay, yeah, I see what's the problem. When you look at the value of the parameter, it's via placeholder without our payload we provided. It's because we use the end or ampersand, I don't know how it's called, the character. And we have to encode that as URL. Okay, so we encoded it. We'll resume. And it doesn't work. Why? We will inspect that. Let's take a look, guys. Again, we'll stop here and here. So I think that it doesn't work because the image is not loading, but we have to like check that. So when you look at the parameters, we have our URL to the page and our text, and it looks like it works, but such URL doesn't exist and the image does not load. And if the image does not load, the function onload doesn't fire and we don't have the XSS. So we have to create such a URL that will be a valid URL with our payload. And okay, we can do that by just adding a hash here. So when the browser will see the hash, it will like ignore everything after that, I think. So that's the idea, but I don't know if it will work the way we want. So we add it to the image parameter. Okay, it loaded, but we does not see the XSS pop-up. Why? I have no idea. We will try to debug that. Okay, again, we want to see the parameters and our MemeGen thing. What is notify? Notify is false here for some reason. Hi Grzesiek, how are you doing? So, yeah. As I said before, we identified the thing here, which is the jQuery HTML function. And if the code or if the value attacker can control will be passed here, we'll have the code execution. But when you look at the notify, I mean at this line, you can see that we have a problem because it checks if the notify is set. Notify is the value passed by our function. Yeah, it's passed here to MemeGen, and it has value false. So the line will execute only if the notify is true. Yeah. How we can fix that? What we can do to set the value notify to true? I'm thinking. What we can do, guys? Yeah, solving the CTFs is not that easy. It requires a lot of thinking and trying new ideas and failing. It's not like you sit and you know the answer. I mean, it doesn't work with the harder challenges. So I'm thinking that maybe there's a way for us to set the notify. I don't know if the notify will be always false. Let's check what value it will have. Okay. We want to stop in that function. We'll resume the execution. We stop on that line. We execute until the MemeGen. And the value of notify is false. Okay. Is the value set somewhere? Okay, we can check. We can like notify. We can look for all the places where the notify is being used. And now it looks like it's only set once and it's false. Meme template. I think I will spend a couple of minutes on it and we'll check the answer, how to solve the challenge, and we'll try to understand it. Because I don't know if it will take us an hour, for example, or longer to do that, to solve the challenge. Like, I'm not sure. So, I think another way of solving it would be to create such a text, because like basically we can provide any HTML tag here, and we can provide such a text that won't be serial sanitized by DOM purify and will lead us to code execution. What I mean by that is we can like create some div, for example, with ID ID notify. Notify, okay. But we want to stop the execution when we want. So we don't want to remove the status. We'll reload the page. Okay, so we stopped here at the line we selected. We'll execute until the remove line. So when we inspect our element, our alert, which is this box, you can see that it has a div we created. So we can like create arbitrary HTML structures, but they cannot contain usual attributes such as onload or anything that will lead us to code execution. But maybe I know that Popper has some nice things in it. We can check what is Popper. JS Popper. And the version is 1.16. What it does, it's library for pop-ups. Documentation. Okay. How we can like create okay, well, our version is not 2 point something, our version is 1 point something. So we have to find some tutorial on it, I think. No, there's nothing interesting yet in the documentation. We are looking for examples. They are most useful. No, there are not a lot of examples. Huh. Okay, maybe we'll find tutorial. Okay, here is some introductory. Pop-up, we are looking for this word. Huh, okay, there is not a lot of information for us. How to use, maybe it will work. The maybe Popper Bootstrap, popovers. Let's check that. Oh yeah, here we are, guys. these are interesting stuff for us. Because we are able, probably there's a way to like create a pop-up with some JS in it, maybe. I think the music is, I don't like it. Okay, the lofi bits are better. Yeah, we'll copy like something like this maybe. And we'll work with that. So we have to open, not this one, not this one. Okay, I have a lot of windows. Oh yeah, because we are like debugging some stuff. Downloads, yeah, we are not. Okay, we have to open, we have to start the Visual Studio Code. I just want to like show you, I want to edit that in a convenient way. We want the new window without anything in it. We can like start new page. Okay, we'll set the language to HTML. And yeah, the HTML is pretty simple here in this case. So we have some span element that has a button in it, and it will create a pop-up on it. And we have to find a way to have a pop-up. Or we have to like find some attributes, or like, for example, content. We have to find some attributes if such when we provide there some JavaScript, it will be executed somehow. Maybe the content option will let us execute some code, because the popper works like when you can like provide some attributes here. I will like make it prettier, more readable. We can provide the data content, and what if we provide here something like this, just alert. Do you think it will work? It should. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's the HTML, which means insert HTML into poop over if false. jQuery's text methods will be used to insert content into the DOM. Use the text if you're worried about XSSs. Okay. So by default, it's false, which means the content we provided will be added by like without any serialization, I think. So we have to check if that works. Okay, God damn it. We have to inline it somehow. Because we'll have to put it in URL. So we have to URL encode that. It will be a long string, I think. And we have to put it into the text. Into the text parameter. Okay, we copied that. Oh, and we wasn't fast enough. We have to click. Oh, yeah, the button is disabled. God damn it. We don't want the disabled button. Okay. We'll encode it. And we have to add it here. Wait a second, how to do this in a convenient way. Okay, I think that we should like replace it. I mean, we should add the text at the end of the URL. It will be more convenient for us to set it and remove it. So, I couldn't click that. Why it's not working, guys? Because there was pointer events none, I think. And I have an idea. We will create an input. With autofocus in it. And it will be text. And in the toggle, data toggle will set focus, because in the documentation here, where was it? Or trigger. Okay, in the trigger, we can set unfocused, which means it will be triggered by focusing the element. Oh no, we said the, god damn it. We want the data trigger. Oh, we'll copy that. Focus. So it should trigger on focus. Will it or will it? No. Okay, the code wasn't executed for some reason. But we'll inspect that. Why it wasn't executed? So what we can do is like again set the breakpoints at moments of interest. We want to check what happens. I mean, what is the value? Or no, we want to check here what happens with the create meme. No, I will remove that. Okay, we have only one breakpoint, but we also would like to see here this line. what it outputs us. Huh. I'm thinking, or maybe we should add, okay, yeah, I will just reload the page. Okay, we are in this line. And we can actually add a breakpoint here at the DOM purify sanitize. Okay. What is the value of it? Okay, it executed. We have our element on the page. I mean, it was injected on our page, and we can like inspect what is happening here. So we have our span, and okay, so this was stripped. I mean, we provided here the data content with the image, and it was stripped. Yeah, as you can see, it does not exist anymore here. Or was it? Okay, because we have two of the contents. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Huh. It's like a lot of try and error when you solve such challenges. Okay. Okay, again, it didn't execute, but why? We want to breakpoint here, reload the page. So we are on this line, we want to skip next. Okay, so our element was created on page. And okay, what is happening here? So, okay, interesting stuff, guys. It wasn't stripped here. The data content. It is how it was set by us. But we would like to check. I'm thinking. Because I'm not like 100% sure if we specified it in the right way. Because like we have the span outside and the button inside. I mean the input here. Okay, I will do something different. I will copy that and try to edit with you, so you can understand it. So what I will do, I will copy all the attributes and I will move them to the input. Why I did that? Because we want to trigger the pop-up on focus, and I don't know how it works, I think. We have the attribute autofocus, which means if the input is added to the page, it will be autofocused by browser. So it should trigger the pop-up. Okay, we have the next payload. Where is our text? Here. Okay, it didn't execute again. We have to work out why. Source. Yeah. Reload. Okay, we are on this line. We step next. Here's our meme. I mean, our alert. And okay. We have it here. I think like we cannot work out this yet. Maybe we can like copy it. Have an idea to just like, copy it, all of it. Okay. Or actually I can show you another thing, which is we can edit the source code on the web page, but and it will like stay between page reloads. So to do that, you have to click the file system tab, add folder to workspace, and it will be on desktop for us. I mean, we have to choose some some directory that will be oh god damn it, I closed the chat. I will fix it later. That will be where our files will be saved. So we can create file. No, how to? Oh, here is the thing. Saved. Chrome. We can create that. Okay, and we will open it. So we added the directory here, and right now we can save. We can like edit the source code. Or can we? Why we can't edit? Well, why we can't edit that? What the hell? Actually, I don't know why it doesn't work. It should work. And it worked before. Huh. That's interesting, guys. What if we edit something like Bootstrap? Oh yeah, it works. God damn it. Wait a second, guys. So I think we can only edit the JS files. So that's a boomer. But we can test that another way. What I wanted is I wanted like to copy the page, and we can open the JS fiddle. And we will like try to execute the pop-up. So here's the or JS. How is it called, the other thing? No JS fiddle, but or it doesn't matter. I will remove the script. It's not too much. It's not needed for us. Okay, so what we want is, okay, so here's our playground. Okay, I have to fix the chat again. No. Pop up, okay. So we'll copy our payload, which is saved here. And we'll add it right away to the DOM. And okay, there is a lot of HTML that is quite useless for us. And we'll add it higher. Okay. So we want to trigger the popover. How to add? Okay, I will copy that button and we'll start from that. So we have some button. Okay, and we won't see it on the top. We should say, maybe we should edit that to work on the bottom. No. It doesn't work for some reason. Huh. It should. How we can do that? Is there some way? To execute this? We want to like execute the popovers without the JS thing. Because like in all the tutorials, yeah, there is the initialization by attribute, but we don't want to do that. Disabled element, yeah. Initialization. Like, I'm not sure if we have to initialize them. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they are opt-in, which means someone has to agree to start them. Okay, so it's a dead end for us. Using the container option. Okay. The Bootstrap version point. Okay, we have the 3.4 version. Maybe there's some docs about that. Pop over. Let's check that. Hmm. Yeah, okay, let's check that version. Or no. Yeah, okay. The problem is, yeah, it's opt-in, but it's not turned on our page. So we can't use that, I think. We can't use that, guys. Okay, pop over. You must initialize them yourself. Oh yeah. So we are like sure that we cannot execute the JavaScript through that. So other way to execute JavaScript in that code would be what it can be, guys. I'm thinking if there is a way, for example, to override this variable notify. If we can inject maybe something. I think we should check the how to solve the challenge. It is taking us too much time. Okay. Okay, so how does it work? We create the image with name notify. Okay, yeah, okay, it makes sense. That's okay. The sync here in JavaScript HTML function, you might use or ignore this sync because sanitize your input, right? Well, yes, but no, not in the right context, because we made the false assumption that sanitizing inner HTML is the same as sanitizing jQuery's HTML, which is not the case. jQuery does use the inner HTML behind the scenes, but it does a little bit of fancy work before inserting it to the DOM. So it was some fancy way of bypassing DOM purify or like using it. I don't know. I don't know if. Okay, I'm thinking. What if? What if, guys? Okay, what if we create some HTML like div with name notify? What will happen then? Okay, we have to URL encoded, because like browser do weird stuff all the time. Yeah, we want to check here on the value. Yeah, the notify is false, so. Okay, well, read the explanation. So yeah, I was thinking about that before, because yeah, when you use the DOM purify, for example, here with the sanitize of DOM purify, and then you put it in the HTML. Huh. I try to understand it. Like, I solve it another way, and I'm thinking if there's another possibility of solving it. Okay, the page is blocked. What it says. Oh yeah, because the jQuery, before putting in it to the HTML here, it will like transform the text, I think. And if you are going to put the sanitized text to the jQuery, you have to use some like another parameter to the sanitize to the DOM purify. Okay, show the solution. Consider style elon with inner HTML is used to insert this into the DOM. Okay, that's really interesting. But with jQueries, it's a whole different story. Okay, the self-closing style, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, I was thinking like if there is a way to override the DOM, like the notify variable, DOM clobbering and argument scope chain. What it means, we can bypass this. DOM clobbering is basically creating HTML elements with RD or something attributes, then create JavaScript variables with the same time. So I think we should check this video. I will check that later. We can do some ninja shadow tricks. Like what the hell? When an element has an event handler attribute on it, like our example onload, is the event when the image loads. Whenever the code is defined as the value gets executed, basic stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, so it was pretty fancy challenge, I think. The text, okay. Wow. Oh, sorry. I really like challenges like this. I learn a lot from them. I'm not ashamed that I didn't know the answer to that. Like the only way you can learn is like by, or not the only way, but like the way of learning for me is to fail a lot and to learn from the mistakes, I think. Or when I done something, I'll just like read about it and yeah, you know. So, what are other challenges we could solve that are not as hard as this one? Because yeah, only three people solved that. So that's quite interesting. So there is some Jason Baroon being the boys dead. Okay, so it's another fancy challenge, I think. Okay, I will just grab some water. Wait a second, guys. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm here again. I feel better after some water. I was talking a lot, so I really needed that. Okay, so there is some easy challenge. I think we can take a look at this. Go to this challenge. You ain't David Whip, okay. Welcome, Pamela lady. So take a look. We'll take a look at the code. Where is the main function? Okay. So we have some helpers. It's like first time I'm approaching this problem, so yeah, we'll try to understand it. I will try to understand it with you. So we have the bootstrap alert function, which takes some 2 parameters, and it outputs a div with some message that is sanitized with the DOM purify. And also we have a type that is used here in the class. Okay, and the function is used here in the welcome. And also we have some get alert function. And what it does, it returns alerts. Get element by ID, which yeah, it's basically an HTML element alert with ID alerts. And like the thing that will be executed is, okay, we take the name parameter from the URL, name something. Okay, and it is put here, so we'll analyze it later. We take the name value and we put it in the bootstrap alert. So we know that name is sanitized, which is the like name is message, so we can't do much with that. Okay, and we have another thing. We create element alerts, yeah, with ID alerts, and we handle alert. Okay, get alert. We get the alert. We have the alerts here. Threadstone credential, identification, random. Okay, so we take to string. I don't know if I understand it. We'll like check the value of it later. And we generate some code. Default credential, default. Okay, so we have some defaults set here. Default identification code. Okay. Wow, the code is pretty long. So yeah, we'll have just read it from the top to bottom. Basically, we have global variables that are set here. Optional comment. Oh, we can probably add some comments, I think. Comment. We check if location hash. Location hash, guys, is everything after the hash sign. We check if that exists, and we like take everything after the hash. And we create a comment from that, the HTML comment. I think, I don't know what the create comment does on the DOM. Yeah, it's like the first time I encounter this method. And what we do, and we append the comment to the alerts. And what we do, use the defaults to init secrets. Okay, we initialize secrets by just referencing the defaults we set on the top. Increment the code before the check. Secret key. Okay, so we take the key from parameters, from the get parameters from the URL, and we check the key and we increment that value in there. Authorization check. So we check. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Burnett. Interesting, guys. What do we have to do? Pop an alert. Okay, so we have to like execute some code. I think it's not relevant. This code. It's like some meme stuff. Okay, so we'll do what we did before, which is we have to identify all sources and all things. So we'll identify the things first. Okay, so these are places where we can put some HTML and JavaScript code in it, and it will execute. So for sure the document write is what we are looking for. And I think it's the only place in the code that can be used to execute code. Yeah. We can inspect the page. And look what is used here. Again, we use the bootstrap without the pooper. Okay, the pooper is used here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there is all the JS used. So yeah, the other thing is optional comment. We can check what it does. What will happen if we add something after hash? We have the alert. Oh, okay, we have alerts. Oh, so we can inject some we can inject comments here. I know that trick. So there is a trick to like provide the PHP tag, and what will happen if we inject it? Okay, it didn't break it. So because there's a trick in browsers when you have on the page some comment. How? Okay, so I will maybe open the editor. Yeah, it's a better idea. So if we have the HTML comment, for example, like here, and if there is some controlled value by user in the brackets, and user will provide the PHP tag, the browser will try to escape that by just adding another comment or something, and we can abuse that, of course. And I checked if it works here in this case, but It looks, whoa, it looks like it does not for some reason. So there are a couple of comments. So what will happen if we inject the closing comment, for example, here? Okay, and something after that. Okay, yeah, browser handles it properly, so we can't escape the comment this way. Let's go back to the code. We can append some comments to the alerts div. Okay, it appends child. Huh. What we can go do, guys? Bootstrap alert. Alert. Roll alert. Huh. Maybe we have to use the DOM clobbering again. Probably. Because yeah, we can control the value that is used here, and we can like create arbitrary divs. What if we create something like this? What if the name will be set to the %20 is space escaped. Okay, so here's our alerts. Okay, we'll open that tab in sources, and let's inspect that again. So okay, this code is up here at the top, so it's executed first. Puppet here and jQuery, yeah, everything should work fine, I think. I wonder what happens with the get alert thing. Oh yeah, here in the alerts. What will happen? So we'll execute it. Alerts. What is that? Oh, it's div pointed by us. Okay. Can we do something with it? Maybe. Okay, what we do with the alerts? Handle to alert. I don't understand it. Get element by ID. Okay, we resume the execution and we'll check what will happen. Oh. We'll add the comment. Like, yeah, because I'm interested. Okay, I think I know the solution. Okay, so when we look at DOM right now, and in the containers, we can see like one alert, and there is a second alerts div. And if we resume the execution, or we should resume it. I think something weird will happen. Okay, the comment was added to our image. I mean, to our alerts we control. And the solution is, I think, we can like what we can do, guys? We somehow have to like open the tag, or in the alerts itself. Yeah, what will happen? If we will do something like this. Okay, I will add a lot of debug info. So we are in the comment. Huh. So there is something going on with the comments that is pretty weird. If we inspect that, okay, it didn't work. Yeah, I think we'll solve that on the next live, because I don't have much time today. So guys, thank you for watching, and I invite you to watch live in the next week. There will be a live at the same, I mean, some around the same time, I think. So if you're interested, please follow me. And guys and girls, thank you for watching.